Hey everyone, welcome back to Yousaf Reacts. Today, we're diving into the magical world of Middle-earth with a review of The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, directed by Peter Jackson. This movie, released in 2012, takes us on a thrilling adventure with Bilbo Baggins, Gandalf, and a company of dwarves. Let's get started. Our story begins in the Shire, where Bilbo Baggins, played by Martin Freeman, leads a quiet life. That is, until the wizard Gandalf, portrayed by McKellen, arrives with a proposal that would change Bilbo's life forever. He's soon joined by a company of 13 dwarves led by Thorin Oakenshield, played by Armitage. Their mission? To reclaim the Lonely Mountain and its treasure from the fearsome dragon Smaug. One of the first things you'll notice about An Unexpected Journey is its stunning visual effects. Peter Jackson and his team have done an incredible job bringing Middle-earth to life. The landscapes are breathtaking, the creature designs are fantastic, and the action sequences are epic. The use of 48 frames per second gives the film a unique look, though it has received mixed reactions from audiences. Throughout the journey, Bilbo and the dwarves encounter a series of challenges and adversaries. From trolls and goblins to the mysterious Gollum, played once again by Serkis, the film is packed with memorable moments. Bilbo's encounter with Gollum and the discovery of the One Ring is a highlight, showcasing Freeman and Serkis's brilliant performances. Character development is another strong point of the film. Bilbo's transformation from a reluctant participant to a brave adventurer is compelling. The camaraderie and tension within the dwarf company add depth to the story, with Thorin's leadership and personal quest for revenge providing a strong emotional core. However, the film isn't without its flaws. Some critics argue that the story is stretched too thin to cover 3 movies, leading to a slower pace and added subplots. Despite this, An Unexpected Journey sets up the trilogy well, offering a blend of humor, heart, and high-stakes adventure. A reluctant hobbit, Bilbo Baggins, sets out to the Lonely Mountain. With a spirited group of dwarves to reclaim their mountain home and the gold within it from the dragon Smaug, Bilbo Baggins is swept into a quest to reclaim the lost dwarf kingdom of Erebor from the fearsome dragon Smaug. Approached out of the blue by the wizard Gandalf the Grey, Bilbo finds himself joining a company of 13 dwarves led by the legendary warrior, Thorin Oakenshield. Their journey will take them into the wild. Through treacherous lands swarming with goblins and ORCs, deadly wargs and giant spiders, shapeshifters and sorcerers. Although their goal lies to the east and the wastelands of the Lonely Mountain, first they must escape the goblin tunnels, where Bilbo meets the creature that will change his life forever. Gollum, here, alone with Gollum, on the shores of an underground lake. The unassuming Bilbo Baggins not only discovers depths of guile and courage that surprise even him, he also gains possession of Gollum's precious ring that holds unexpected and useful qualities. A simple, gold ring that is tied to the fate of all Middle-earth in ways Bilbo cannot begin to know. Approaching his 111th birthday, the Hobbit Bilbo Baggins Martin Freeman begins writing down the full story of his adventure 60 years earlier for the benefit of his nephew Frodo. Long before Bilbo's involvement, the dwarf king Thror Geoffrey Thomas brings an era of prosperity to his kin under the Lonely Mountain until the arrival of the dragon Smaug. Thror had a precious diamond, the heart of the mountain, and untold riches of gold that had led his city to prosperity. This drew the dragon Smaug to it, as dragons covet gold with a deep desire. Destroying the nearby town of Dale, Smaug drives the dwarves out of their mountain and takes their hoard of gold. The dragon then sets base in the Lonely Mountain and drives all the dwarfs out. Thror's grandson Thorin Armitage sees King Thranduil and his wood elves on a nearby hillside and is dismayed when they take their leave rather than aid his people, resulting in Thorin's everlasting hatred of elves. The dwarves were scattered all over the Middle-earth. Prince Thranduil took work wherever he could find it, mostly in the City of Men. In the Shire, young Bilbo is tricked by the wizard Gandalf the Grey McKellen into hosting a party for Thorin and his company of dwarfs, Bell and Constad. Wallen Graham McTavish, Feely Dean O'Gorman, Killy Aidon Turner, Dory Mark Hadlow, Nori Jed Brophy, Ori Adam Brown, Oin John Kellen, Loin Peter Hambleton, Bifer William Kirker, Beaufort James Nesbitt, and Bomber Stephen Hunter. Gandalf's aim is to recruit Bilbo as the company's burglar to aid them in their quest to enter the Lonely Mountain. Thorin believes that the time is right for Smaug's reign to end. He knows that others have read the signs too. So, he has assembled the company of dwarfs along with Gandalf to recover the lost treasure of Erebor for his people. Bilbo is unwilling to accept it first but has a change of heart after they leave without him. On their journey, Balin tells Bilbo that once Erebor was lost to Smaug. Bror tried to reclaim the dwarf city of Moria, but it had already been taken over by a legion of ORCs. The ORCs were led by the vilest of ORC, Azog the Defiler Manu Bennett. Azog killed Thror and had sworn to kill Thorin, making ORCs the sworn enemy of dwarfs for all eternity. Thorin cuts off Azog's arm in the same battle and rallies his troops to a famous victory over the ORCs. Traveling onward, the company is captured by 3 trolls. Bilbo stalls the trolls from eating them until dawn, when Gandalf exposes the trolls to sunlight, which turns them to stone. They search the trolls' cave and find treasure and elven blades. Thorin and Gandalf each take an elf-made blade Orcrist and Glamdring, respectively, with the latter finding an elven short sword, which he gives to Bilbo. The company encounters the wizard Radagast the Brown, Sylvester McCoy Radagast and Gandalf are 2 of the 5 wizards in Middle-earth, led by Saruman the White, who tells them of an encounter at Dol Guldur with a necromancer that has been corrupting Greenwood with dark magic. A necromancer is an evil spirit with powers to interact with the underworld. The necromancer had attacked Radagast at Dol Guldur, but Radagast escaped. While escaping, he picks a strange blade from Dol Guldur that is not from the land of the living. The company is then chased by ORCs on wargs. Radagast covers the company's escape as Gandalf leads the company through a stone passage to Rivendell. There the company is rescued by elves who chase the orcs away. Thorin is dead against asking for any help from elves, but Gandalf convinces him. There, Elf Lord Elrond Hugo Weaving discloses a hidden indication of a secret door on the company's map of the Lonely Mountain, which will be visible only on Durin's Day, which is fast approaching. Gandalf later tells the White Council consisting of Elrond, Galadriel, Cate, Blanchett, and Saruman the White Christopher Lee about his involvement with the dwarves. He presents a Morgul blade Radagast obtained from Dol Guldur as a sign that the necromancer is linked to the Witch King of Angmar and may attempt to use Smaug for his evil purposes. Saruman is skeptical, not believing the necromancer to be a true threat. Galadriel knows that Angmar used to serve the evil Lord Sauron. Sauron and his armies were defeated 400 years ago and there has been peace in Middle-earth. She believes that the riddle of the necromancer must be resolved as it is hiding an evil that has not yet revealed itself. Galadriel thinks that the council should assemble an army to counter the impending threat, but Gandalf reiterates his faith in the deeds of everyday ordinary folk to keep evil at bay. The leader of the ORC pack returns to his base and it is revealed that Azog is still alive and is baying for Thorin's blood. Without Gandalf, the company journeys into the Misty Mountains, where they find themselves amid a colossal battle between stone giants. They take refuge in a cave and are captured by goblins, who take them to their leader, the great goblin Barry Humphreys. Bilbo becomes separated from the dwarfs and falls into a cave where he encounters Gollum and Serkis, who accidentally drops a golden ring while killing a stray goblin to eat. Pocketing the ring, Bilbo finds himself confronted by Gollum. They play a riddle game, wagering that Bilbo will be shown the way out if he wins or eaten by Gollum if he loses. Bilbo eventually wins by asking Gollum what he has in his pocket. Noticing his ring is lost, Gollum suspects that Bilbo possesses it and attacks the Hobbit. Bilbo discovers that the ring grants him invisibility and evades a furious Gollum. Bilbo finds his way out into the sunlight where the Gollum can't follow. Gollum curses Baggins and vows to hate all Baggins forever. Meanwhile, the Great Goblin reveals to the dwarfs that Azog, an ORC war chief who beheaded Thror and lost his forearm to Thorin, in battle outside the dwarven kingdom of Moria, has placed a bounty on Thorin's head. Gandalf arrives and leads the dwarfs in an escape, killing the Great Goblin. Bilbo, sparing the pursuing Gollum, exits the mountain and rejoins the company, keeping secret his newly obtained ring. The company is ambushed by Azog and his hunting party and takes refuge in trees. Thorin charges Azog but is knocked to the ground. Bilbo saves Thorin from the ORCs just as the company is rescued by eagles, who fly them to the safety of the carrot. In the distance, the company sees the lonely mountain, where the sleeping Smaug is awakened by the knocking sound of a thrush. A very good start to the series. Very sensitive for the rest of the process. Even though the movie was slow for the first half hour, it didn't affect my experience that much. The story is fun and interesting. Most of the film's protagonists were fun, and watching Gandalf bring back memories of the Lord of the Rings. Filming and directing dazzles you and makes you wish to live in the world of cinema, especially in the elf area. Although the film is not at the level of the Lord of the Rings, it is still excellent. In conclusion, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey is a visually stunning and entertaining start to the trilogy. While it may not reach the heights of the Lord of the Rings series, it offers a nostalgic return to Middle-earth that fans will appreciate. What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie reviews and discussions. See you next time.